Last place is on the line in the NFC West on Thursday night when the San Francisco 49ers host the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are off to a terrible start this season, and it could get even worse with the loss this week. And the 49ers have dropped 3 straight games after the Week 1 win over the Rams. The initial line movement has been on Arizona to push through the key number of -3 and right on up to -4 with a total in the low 40s. The Cardinals have been favored in all 4 of their games, and they have covered only once. Their Week 2 win over Tampa Bay was supposed to be a turning point after a tough Week 1 loss at home to the New England Patriots, but it was not. The San Francisco 49ers have been an underdog in all 4 of their matchups so far. They have only covered once with the outright win over the Rams in Week 1. The Arizona Cardinals' condition is in limbo, as the status of Carson Palmer has not been determined while he battles with a concussion. He's undergoing the league's concussion protocol, and this is where the short week definitely comes into play. The Cardinals signed Zach Dysert from the practice squad, which is not a good sign. Drew Stanton was 4 of 11 with 2 interceptions, one on a last-second Hail Mary. But it's pretty clear that the Cardinals' offense could be in trouble without his services. David Johnson had 83 yards on 17 carries, and he'll see a steady workload this week if Palmer cannot go. The Cardinals have already allowed 12 sacks through 4 games, so they're not making it easy on themselves. The turnovers and the negative plays have made life hard on this very talented defense. Things could be a lot worse, but Arizona has forced 9 turnovers of its own, and they've held the opposition to just 4.9 yards per play. That's the 6th best mark in the NFL. Chandler Jones has been an excellent addition to the team, with 4 sacks and 11 tackles already. Patrick Peterson has a couple of picks. The pressure on this defense could certainly mount this week if Carson Palmer is unable to play. The San Francisco 49ers have dropped 3 straight games, including one that they appeared to have a decent shot at winning last week against the Dallas Cowboys. That Week 1 win has pretty much been forgotten. Terrible is a nice word to use for this offense. Through 4 weeks, the 49ers are 31st in yards per play, with just 4.7. Blaine Gabbert has thrown 4 touchdown passes with 4 interceptions and a 58% completion rate. The only good thing about Gabbert is that he has only taken 3 sacks. Carlos Hyde has 4.1 yards per carry and 5 touchdowns, but the Niners have 2 plays of 20 yards or more in the running game and 9 in the passing game. All things considered, it could be a lot worse for the 49ers defense. With virtually no help from the offense, they've been able to stay afloat with the help of 8 takeaways. Unfortunately, the task at hand gets harder this week. Navarro Bowman, the team's leading tackler through 4 games, is done for the season with a torn Achilles. DeForest Buckner is in a walking boot. The 49ers had some pretty thin margins for error after retirements and injuries the last few seasons, and Chip Kelly's scheme changes that he does not have the appropriate personnel to run are only making things worse. This is a brutal game to pick, and most handicappers will not want a part of it. Sharp players jumped on the -2.5 early in the week in case Carson Palmer is cleared to play, because it was a line value grab. They'll either buy out or let it ride depending on Palmer's status and where the number goes. Arizona's defense is good enough to limit San Francisco to a low number here, so they can cover. The better bet is to take the under and hope that Blaine Gabbert doesn't throw more than 1 pick 6. These are 2 very bad offenses right now, and it's a short week, so there won't be a whole lot added to either playbook. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bankthebook.com.